Being in a state of overly thinking kills your happiness. Thinking is powerful. We all do know that. So when we think, we generate an arsenal of images that motivate and inspire us to create in more copious ways. Thinking is something we all do all the time. And consciously and subconsciously, it's what drives us to educate ourselves in all facets of life. Focusing on the what if instead of what is detrimental because you cannot focus on what is happening around you. Well, you get so caught up in your entangled thoughts and your emotions that you become so numb to people, places, and things that are happening in your environment. You forget usually where you are, and even worse, you forget who you are. Overthinking breeds insecurity. Feeling vulnerable all the time is never a happy feeling. Letting yourself fall victim to overthinking doesn't just kill your happiness, it destroys who you really are. The mind is a beautiful and complex thing, and I tell you, the only person who can head it is yourself. So stop thinking. Do what you have to do. Stop thinking about what you have no control over. We're going to have in the studio, as we close the show for the week, Abdul Aziz, who is a member of parliament for Myong, and Mohammed Abdul Aziz is going to be in the studio alongside the communications director for MPP USA, Kofi Amayao. So we're going to have great discussions in the studio. We have a lot more to talk about. We know that the latest coming from Kumasi Academy is indicating the worst for students, but also for the parents out there, and indeed for the entire country. But the police have given us some food for thought. They have deployed over 14,000 men and women to take care of us during the Yuletide. So we'll be discussing all that this morning. But let's bring you the latest news headlines as we also intersperse the whole production this morning with the latest sports stories. We know that for the 7th time running or sharing the accolades with Lionel Messi of Barcelona, Real Madrid's Cristiano Ronaldo, who used to be with Manchester United in the EPL, has won the Ballon d'Or once again. And that's a great thing. But we know that there have been chaotic scenes in some offices of the ECG as some Ghanaians, especially domiciled in Accra, thrown to their offices to buy prepaid units, only to be redirected because there was some fault with the system. But we're told that it's been rectified now. But we want to see the inside of it, and so we'll be talking about that also on the show today. How people just went out of the way without power. How did they cope? So we want to discuss all that.